Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Today, you finna talk about B.Simone. She basically was on Wild 'N Out. If you grew up watching Wild 'N Out, she was on Wild 'N Out. She's an internet comedian. Yes, she's an internet comedian. It's not offensive. And before y'all even start crying in my comments, Drewski is a fucking internet comedian. These niggas are not doing shows like that. Let's be honest. These niggas is not like that. No. but other than that, they make funny skits. People think they're funny. But basically, she's under some controversy because she's kind of delusional. She had a take a couple of years ago that kind of sounded crazy.
Have my dream career, I manifested it. I'm trying to manifest a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9 to 5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard, you have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has nothing to do with money, everything to do with lifestyle. Okay? When I'm in the bed at 3 a.m. checking emails, what you doing, babe? Working. What you doing? Working. Okay, love you. You want to hop on a flight tomorrow? I have a meeting in out of town. You want to go? You got okay, let's go. Okay, you understand my life. You understand what I'm going through. I want to manifest that. What do you want in a man? What do you want? Let's start there. What do you want? Let's manifest it, baby. You can have it. Whatever you want, you can have it. Manifest that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with an entrepreneur ass nigga. Manifest whatever you want. I want to manifest an entrepreneur ass husband. I don't care what you do. Entrepreneur, graphic designer, sell t-shirts, sell drugs, rapper. You could be a rapper. A becoming rapper, D-list. I don't give a fuck. Entrepreneur, okay? At this point, I'm about to rebuy my book. I'm about to rebuy my book so I can manifest my husband.
Now, after that whole video, basically years later, it seems like what she said it kind of did backfire on her because she's not in the same position she was in anymore. I guess the money isn't coming in. And if you're an entrepreneur, there's a lot of ups and downs. And honestly, most entrepreneurs don't really make it that far in the business world. That's why there's very few people that do actually make it far. And when they do, they're usually a part of a bigger scheme that's a part of a monopoly, which is, funded by various companies to produce more of whatever the fuck they're making. So most people usually just fall in the backseat or whatever. It's not even just, even as an artist, comedian, whatever the fuck you do, like, it doesn't last. Like, those type of businesses, you're taking a risk every time you're in a spot like this. It's not like you have a job where you're getting paid consistently. And even at times when you are getting paid consistently at jobs, things happen, life happens, bills pile up. Anything could happen to you. You could probably get injured, be in the hospital. Life is very fucking unpredictable. There's a lot of ups and downs that come with life. Money comes and goes. Yes, you can do all the things to secure said wealth, but there's always going to be setbacks. There's going to be something. I mean, maybe not for a majority of people. Some people, luckily, have never had to feel that. And some people do. They start feeling it when they're really old, which is, it's worse. I'd rather feel the setbacks when you're young. At least when you get older, you know how to deal with it, which I have fucking dealt with it. Jesus. I've dealt with that shit, nigga. Jesus Christ. but yeah, I understand where she was coming from, I guess, but wanting to be with somebody that has the same mindset of her. But at the same time, what she said kind of didn't make any sense because they're more getting consistently paid. And yes, most people in America live paycheck to paycheck. Most of the fucking world barely even gets a paycheck. If we really want to even get that, like if you really want to really break the shit down, most people are suffering. Most people cannot buy the materials that you could buy. Which brings me to this clip.
Just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
So she was just crying about shopping at a store that most of America shops at, which I found was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. Like, I know, like, I'm not trying to dunk on her. Like, I know Twitter, they going crazy right now in the fucking comments with the whole nine. But I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Like, nigga, why are you crying? Like, it's not that serious. But to a degree, I can understand. Like, you probably feel like your finances are getting lower. And that's where financial discipline comes in. Because even fucking millionaires have to have financial discipline. Money comes and go, especially in the entertainment industry. We see how many actors and rappers and so on and so on don't get paid. Next minute you could have a $155 million deal, and the next minute you ravaging through fucking change because you don't have no fucking bread. Deals come and go, business comes and go. When you're hot, you're hot, and when you're not, you're fucking not, and people suffer. And it happens. Like, that's why you have to have better control on your money, know how to regulate yourself, not spend too much. I'm not saying not spend too much, but, spend enough. Spend enough on your craft and stuff like that, but don't go over budget trying to show off, trying to, be with the Jeffersons. Just make sure that you spend money to make money, which is producing money and putting it into your own craft or whatever you want to do with in your life. But I find that she is kind of overdoing this. This is definitely giving me delusional vibes. Like, most of America goes to H&M. Nothing's wrong with H&M. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, nigga, why are you crying about good? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Like, damn, you are really spoiled as a person. But that's a good thing, I guess, at the same time, because you've never really... But at the same time, this little bit of adversity is just fine. You're probably gonna most likely be fine. Most people can't even... honestly, fuck that. There's people that can't even go to H&M, nigga. Like, Jesus. There's people that can't even buy themselves a fucking $1.50 pizza. That's how bad shit is. There's people that can't even pay for that. So, honestly, you're doing pretty fucking great in my eyes. I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with this. There's always going to be ups and downs, and maybe... And this is what I'm saying. The whole luxury lifestyle and comparing people and famous people trying to compete with the Jeffersons and the other people that have crazy amounts of wealth, I find this very insane. Like, everybody's trying to compete with each other, but most of everybody's not producing or getting the same money or the same output, but everybody wants to show this fake glitz and glamour thing that doesn't really last and honestly will make you broke as shit. So, like, that type of lifestyle, and that type of lifestyle really has no meaning at the end of the day, because money comes and go, things come and go. That's why when I see a lot of these conversations, I always think, like, where's the financial discipline? Like, you want to live this type of lifestyle, but are you producing enough money to even spend that money on a daily occasion? And the answer is usually no. Like, with entertainment, all these things, you're taking a risk. Your partner, that 9-to-5 worker, if she dated a 9-to-5 worker, will be taking more risk dating her than the other way around, because that person has a consistent paycheck. You don't have a consistent paycheck. Everything is kind of up and down when you're in that type of industry, and there's always a lot of ups and downs when it comes to that industry. But her getting the hate that she's getting, I don't agree with it. I feel like it's unnecessary. I feel like some people are taking it way too seriously, but at the same time, I do understand you're spoiled. You're clearly spoiled, gang. Like, this is insane to cry about. You're just doing what... And there's people that can't even do that in America. They can't even go to H&M. They have to get their clothes from the Salvation Army. And if you probably have a fucking heart attack if I bring you to the Salvation Army. But just be, more careful with your money. Don't, make sure you spend and invest into your craft more than whatever's the new fashion that comes out, or drip, or whatever the fuck it is. Because that's more important. That's what's going to give you more money. Like, if you invest more into whatever you're doing, you're going to see those things come back to you. Not all the time. Sometimes, again, it's a risk. Sometimes you put an investment into whatever you're doing and you make nothing. Sometimes you do it and you make something. And that's just life. You have to know how to discipline yourself. You have to know how to financially discipline yourself, because anything can happen, especially right now in this economy with tariffs. You got to watch out. You're just going to H&M. You're not dying. You're just going to H&M. You're not fucking dying. You're going to be fine. I don't really care about, like, your dating preferences, but I do find this to kind of be funny, like, this whole entrepreneur thing, and they're like-minded. Plus, I'm going to be honest, that whole entrepreneur thing and the whole like-minded shit is really some bullshit. Because I'm going to be honest, some people that are entrepreneurs sell a bunch of bullshit, and they themselves know it's a bunch of bullshit. But they just advertise it in a way that people could buy it. So I wouldn't say it's really this crazy, like, great minds think alike thing, because intelligence really has nothing to do with if you want to work for yourself. Honestly, I feel like it's more pressure if you're an entrepreneur, because you don't really have a lot of things to really lean on. You have to really lean on yourself. So if you fail, it's going to feel like you're failing yourself. You can't go to a boss and be like, hey, this, that, and the third, I demand that. There's none of that going on, nigga. Everything literally leans on you. At the 90% of, no, majority, everything literally leans on you. So every mistake you make literally affects your lifestyle. Like a job, yes, that happens with jobs too, but that person could get another job. There's a chance where they could get another job, rebuild, go maybe move to a new town that pays better, stuff like that. But with entrepreneurs, everything is really a big ass hit or a big ass miss. So at the end of the day, life is unpredictable. Be more consistent and not try to spend crazy on stupid shit. You know, just balance out your life. Those other stores that you want to go to, them shits is not going to make you, like, they're not going to make you more fancy or whatever. Like, they hold no weight. Like, at the end of the day, your finances will always be your first priority. Clothes and whatever, the bullshit, Chanel, all that other bullshit, that shit don't mean nothing. Go shop at H&M. I don't see nothing wrong with H&M. I fuck with H&M. But that's what I have to say, though. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.